Alright, welcome back to my channel Mohit the Tech Geek, where you're gonna get everything that's tech and fresh. And today I'm gonna tell you about a function in Python called enumerate. It is basically the low scale version of pandas data frames. That is, if you're very familiar with data science, pandas, which also stands for Python for data analysis, is used as a super computational method to access data in a more structured manner. Let's just get onto the computer and get started with the concept. Very well then, let's dive into it. Now, just like any other good coding video, I would always prefer to start with an abstract. So what is this enumeration? It is defined as taking some value, which can be a string, a list, or any other data type in Python and giving it an index. Like, let's say I take this list. I'm going to be giving it an index which goes like this. Notice that each and every entry would have the index and the value all enclosed in a tuple. If you're not sure, tuples are data types in Python which are represented by curved brackets. Lists, on the other hand, are represented by square brackets, while dictionaries are represented by curly brackets. Alright, now that you might have got a very simple idea of how enumeration works in Python, let's go into the coding part and understand how it actually works in action. Now I'm in Visual Studio Code, one of the most popular coding editors of all time, to do the enumeration in Python. Before that, let me just close down the terminal, and now let's go and code some things. Stuff. And then I'm going to store this enumeration of the string in the variable. Okay, why am I going off track? So I'm coding up a string and storing it in a variable A, and I'm going to enumerate it and store it in a variable E. And I discovered that if you just print the enumeration, it just prints the label. That is the data type and the location it is stored at. You can notice that the 0x represents a hexadecimal storage location. Alright, if in case I loop it using an iterator, Oh, it should have not been range of e because it's not an integer. There we are. You can see that each and every character is mapped to an index. And then you have a unique tuple. The first variable being the index and the second being the character. Alright. There is another function you would also have to know, which is called the next function. Unlike the enumeration function, which if looped will give the entire list of split values along with the index, the next function gives only one of such values or entries. Now if I print, that is repeat the same thing again using a VS Code shortcut, that is copy C, okay, using the typical copy C and control plus C, control plus V that every good coder does. You're going to get the next one along with the first one. And if you repeat like this, it will, end up giving all of these. Okay, so let's now convert this into a list. What will this give us? Now instead of a single character, you're getting the string entries mapped with their index. All of that in a tuple, a unique tuple.
A few moments later.
Here's also another interesting fact you can find about enumerations. You can choose to print all of these enumerations in a wrapped data type instead of simply printing them as it is in a loop. Oh, and you can also add another parameter which basically specifies from which index you want the first value to start. I'll save it and now I will run that. Oh, what just happened? Okay, let me just turn to a guide to understand what actually happened. Oh, I should have added the enumerate here. Yeah, baby. Now we're in business. Or let me do one thing. Just move the camera. I'll just move the camera here and delete the terminal. Run it again. Notice the output. So you're having an index that starts from 2 and then the tuple with a unique index and the value. Let's just go to Geeks for Geeks and find out how they do these things. Anyways. I observe that they have used print list of enumerate the string or what list or whatever input they have given with an index that starts from some number. Oh, sorry. If I delete this and then keep it as it is, there we are. Now it looks correct. Actually, this was incorrect, but in some ways it looks kind of correct. What I actually intended to do was change the enumeration in such a manner that the index that should be starting is 2 and not 0. It turns out I just kept the previous enumeration as it is and added this, which made the terminal confused. And so it put both the indexes as they are, without actually understanding that 2 is the index from where you have to start, and so on. Well, this is pretty much what enumerations in Python are supposed to be. Thank you so much for watching this video, and do not forget to like, share, comment and subscribe to the channel. And I'll see you soon. Or maybe in a few months from now, depending on how the situation is back in home or anywhere else.